Haha, well, greetings. Looks like you caught me having some technical difficulties here, but just please stand by while I get things adjusted real quick. Ah, there we go. Um, well, this is what we're going to be playing right now. Probably have a bunch of concurrent playlists at the same time, but oh well. This is going to be getting a hefty amount of attention compared to my other ones. It is obviously not Fallout 3. We are not going back to the Capital Wasteland. Unfortunately, I have no idea where my disc is, and it came down to either buying the Game of the Year edition of Fallout 3 or buying New Vegas. They were both pretty much the same price on the Steam sale, and I'm a notorious cheapskate, so I decided to get New Vegas. I haven't played through it yet. I haven't actually made it much further than Good Springs. I've been testing a whole bunch of mods, and I think I've got a decent setup for this first run. I'm rather excited. We won't be having any DLC if they put it out, and I probably won't be adding any more mods to this playlist. I wouldn't be surprised if this game gets multiple playlists at some point, due to the various number of mods out there, because there's Real-Time Settler, there's Wasteland Defense, which we will be doing this time, and a whole bunch of other stuff that's still being worked on. So this is going to be my main quest playthrough. I think enough rambling. Let's go ahead and just start a new game, and I'll see you at Doc Mitchell's house. We'll have a lot of explaining to do to get things set up. When we're done with you, Paige, you're gonna tell us everything that you know. We're gonna know everything about the Brotherhood by the time we're done with you. Don't worry. We'll do our best to make sure you don't remember any of it. Let's go for a ride.
Welcome into Barrow Air Base. This is prisoner transport Charlie Victor 3 4. We've been strafed by enemy anti-aircraft over the vicinity of... Engine number 2 is out. We are losing...
War. War never changes. The destruction of Raven Rock and Adams Air Force Base had caught the Enclave by complete surprise, and they were forced to scatter in a great vertibird migration to various outposts across the wasteland. Paige, in her infinite luck, had landed a one-way ticket to the west, where the Enclave were once again rounding up suitable test subjects for a new strain of FEV. After several weeks of torture, one of her flights finally took a detour. A passing caravan found the wreckage in a canyon. 3 survivors. The caravanners took what they could salvage and left the 2 Enclave as food for the wildlife. For the next 2 years, Paige worked in the region as a courier, learning as much as possible about the people and factions fighting for power, searching for a way to contact the Brotherhood once more. But tonight, things are once again about to get personal.
You got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig? You've made your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene. From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
Oh man, my head. Okay, but first, before we get into the game, we have a whole bunch of stuff we're going to have to do here to get set up. Let's go through some of these mods. First mod to pop up, we have New Vegas Bounties enabled. As several factions vie for control of New Vegas, the demand for independent contractors has soared. Numerous firms have emerged that specialize in the profitable, albeit risky enterprise of bounty hunting. Word has reached you that one nascent company, Randall & Associates, is screening applicants for employment. To begin the application process, collect the recruitment module at the saloon in Goodsprings. So we will be doing that. We also have Nevada Skies enabled for weather systems. It gives us a little doodad, and we'll be looking through those settings as well. Maybe tweaking a few of them. Wasteland Defense is also enabled. I don't know how much of Wasteland Defense I'll actually get to. We'll try it out, but like RTS Settler, Real-Time Settler, it's more complicated, and I haven't tried it yet, so it may take a little bit of fiddling and screwing around. So welcome to Wasteland Defense. It enables all that stuff. We have to build our first thing, which is a water tank, and then we can go from there. And we start with those blueprints.
You're awake.
I'm alive, more importantly. More perks for New Vegas has been loaded. Yep. More options for leveling up.
Easy there, easy.
Hello, old man.
You've been out cold a couple of days now.
One other thing real quick. Field of view, we need to bump that up to 90.
Relax a second. Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name?
Oh, I actually do remember my name. It's Paige.
I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name.
Thanks,
I'm
Doc.
Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Good Springs.
Nice to meet you.
Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place.
Let's take a look, shall we?
How'd I do?
We won't have to be tweaking this too much. We're not a male, we're a female. We'll skip to that. That's fine. Customize eye color is default blue-gray. And not gonna mess with the face at all, it's fine as it is. Hairstyle, just scroll down. I think it's ponytail up with bangs. And a gold hair color. There we go. And that is the Brotherhood of Steel turned outcast, turned prisoner, turned courier. Paige.
Well, I got most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered. Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet.
I'm alive. That is all that matters.
Good.
However else screwed up
Why
I
don't you
am.
walk down to the end of the room? Over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race.
Lead the way, Doc. We'll probably be picking up a few supplies from in here as well. And once we're out of here, I'll do a whole bunch
We're
of
looking good so far.
setting tweaking and stuff.
Go ahead and give the
Might
vigor
take a couple
tester try.
videos.
We'll learn right quick if you got back all your faculties.
Okay, so let's min-max our setting here. Our skills, stats, whatever. We don't need strength. We are a doughy baby. Kind of a little pudgy thing, I guess. Perception, that goes all the way up. We are definitely good with guns. We're also don't have that much endurance. We've been through a whole hell of a lot, and it's starting to take its toll on us. Do not bend us too much. Charisma is non-existent. Paige has stuck to the wastes. She's basically just kept to herself, reading, writing, studying. She was almost a scribe for the Brotherhood of Steel, but she ended up being too skilled with a rifle. So, intelligence, that's way up at genius level. Agility is up there too. And, of course, she does have a little bit of luck. She's not dead yet, even though she's been through hell. So there's our stats. Let's review that. There we go.
Look at that. Maybe them bullets done your brain some good.
Doubtful.
Well, we know your vitals are good. But that don't mean them bullets didn't leave you nuttered in a big...
I'm gonna take all this stuff.
What
Let
do
him
you
talk
say
to
you
himself
take-
for a moment.
Take a seat on my couch and we go
I also
through a
want
couple questions.
that doctor's
See if the
bag,
dogs are still barking.
that magazine. I don't need those reading glasses. Let's see, a couple medical supplies, blood, chem, X, surgical tubing, we'll need all that. We'll come back for that. Here we go. We'll go grab other stuff here in a moment.
All right. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind.
Okay.
Dog.
Newspaper.
House.
Burn. Where's burn at? Demolish is close.
Night.
Shroud. There we go.
Bandit.
Kill. Vaporize.
Light.
Darkness.
Mother.
Hamburger. I guess cookie jar is close to hamburger.
Okay. Now I got a few statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one. Conflict just ain't in my nature.
Is this a job interview? Conflict ain't in my nature. Strongly disagree.
I ain't given to relying on others for support.
I'm gonna have to strongly agree with that.
I'm always fixin' to be the center of attention.
Probably going to strongly disagree with that too. It's best to work from the shadows sometimes, especially in my line of work.
I'm slow to embrace new ideas.
We've seen what happens when Paige stands out too much. We are not slow to embrace new ideas. You have to be able to quickly adapt out here in the field.
I charge in to deal with my problems head on.
Only when I absolutely have to. No opinion. That is very, very situational.
Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see.
I see a tree. I see tree leaves in the skyline. None of these, so how about, I guess, a shadow?
Okay. How about this one?
I see a car driving down a 2-lane deserted highway with headlights beaming down the road. And they're all alone. I guess a ship at sea is fairly close to that.
Last one.
Oh, I see 2 bears high-fiving. Hey, 2 bears high-fiving. Yeah, there we go.
Well, that's all she wrote. I don't have nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results. See if it all seems right to you.
That's better. I prefer it that way anyways, because I don't care about energy weapons at all. I'm all about flint and steel. So we're gonna choose guns. Science. That might be useful with some of the mods. But we're gonna go with repair. And man, I really want to drop sneak and go with survival, but death comes quick out here. I mean, honestly, sometimes 1 or 2 shots until I get some good armor will be enough to kill me. So we're gonna go sneak. Try to stay hidden.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you.
Okay.
I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
Well, what if I do have a family history of getting shot in the head? Your family has a history of being shot in the head and other assorted mishaps. Your family also has a history of saying the wrong thing at the wrong time. You doubt the two are somehow related. I may choose that one. There is one I want. It's trigger discipline. Using guns and energy weapons, we are 20% more slow, but 20% more accurate. We learned that through our Brotherhood of Steel discipline training. They drill it into you. Let's see. Yeah, we're not going to do family history. The other one is finesse. And this is another big deal because the 10% critical chance is nice, but the real big downside is 25% less damage. That's going to really start to stack up later on, put us at a disadvantage. So I kind of like it. It's the AI suffers a penalty from not being nearly as smart. So we take advantage of their smarts. They get to take just a few more shots from me. But we occasionally do 10% more critical damage, which is hugely significant as well with the damage mods I've got on. 10% will be enough to kill them in one hit, so we'll do less damage. That'll show nicks and grazes where the bullet just barely hits them or doesn't actually penetrate a vital organ. But every once in a while, we'd get that one shot that just explodes their heart or gives their brain out. Something real delicious and nasty. So that's all we've got. That's our traits. There we go.
All right, I guess that about does it.
Well,
Come with me, I'll see you out.
if you say so, you're the one grilling me. Hello, Paige. Let's see, there's just a few more things that we need to do here. Grab these bottle caps. And this plant. I'm using Mob Plus to tweak some of the mobs in the wasteland. Giant monsters are going to be turned on. That'll be a surprise when you see them, though. You can probably guess what giant monster does. Plants with insects, any pickable insects we can harvest, or any pickable plants we can harvest, have a chance of having insects around them. The insects are there for food and stuff. And the minimum number of spawn setting, my system is honestly already maxed. Just recording this, you're going to be able to tell it in some of the videos that we do. It's going to be really ugly, but oh well. So the only settings I'm using are default and lower, but you can really bump it up if you've got a good system. And talk about chaos. So yeah, we're just going to leave that there. Those are those setting screens. I like this little mod. The other one you can choose, to, besides this one, if you want increased monsters and NPCs in the wasteland, is increased wasteland spawn, which I may use at a later point. It seems to be being updated a little bit different route than Mob Plus is. So let's see, he goes there. I want buffalo gourd seed, we'll take all that. Don't need the knife. Look, sugar bombs. Pork and beans. 10mm rounds and some other stuff. Primer, small pistol. 30-06 rounds. We'll take that. Cram. Stock up on food. Because we are playing extreme, ultra, super hardcore mode for this super masochist, I guess. I'll explain that too. Once we get out of this house. I'm going to save it, and then we'll start getting everything set up. Still all his cleaning supplies here. Maybe we can craft something with it. And we're going to raid his fridge. Rum, Nuka-Cola, crispy squirrel bits, grilled mantis, and squirrel stew. It's all ours. That's enough food, maybe for one day. We've got a Braxo. I don't need a plunger or anything. So thank you very much, Doc. Camera. Take that. And, ooh, yeah, I almost did forget. Damn, sometimes there's a bobblehead here. I've also got special bobbleheads, bobblehead hunt turned on. So they're scattered around. I think they're random, because sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not. I've been through this intro about 30 times now. I'm just testing things out, but we're going to repair the submachine gun and take it. So we've got a 9mm now. Take that sarsaparilla that's in there. That'll be a day's worth of drink. Our first day in the wasteland will more or less be covered supply-wise. We're going to start working for the rest.
These are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip.
Never heard of them.
Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to be now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you.
Yeah, my other Pip-Boy was stolen, so I guess this is a replacement Pip-Boy the Doc has given me. Hopefully it lives up to my other one. It doesn't look to be the same model. Thanks for patching me up, Doc. You shouldn't have gone through my stuff. Or what do I do now? Thanks for patching me up, Doc. Did you dig me out of that hole by chance, too?
Don't mention it. It's what I'm here for. You should talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out, too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave.
Okay.
Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
It's rather difficult, Doc. You wouldn't understand. But here's Fallout. Here's Fallout's hardcore mode. It allows you to play in a new hardcore mode that greatly increases the challenge of the game. Yeah, all of this is nice, except I'm using a hardcore mode overhaul, so all of this is still, it still applies, except even more so. So yes, return that on. Pip-Boy 2500's been activated. And here's our courier outfit that we were dug out of the grave with. So let's see. Our Pip-Boy is... Here it is. There's one thing we want to do with the Pip-Boy. Here's our status and everything. You can see that. I'm going to shrink the Pip-Boy down just a bit. Go to items. Let's see. Hotkey the pistol. That'll be weapon 1. I don't want to use the machine gun. And the Watts laser, I won't be using that either. Let's see, apparel. Apparel can consist of many different types of gear, ranging from clothing and armor to sunglasses and hats, and all that good stuff. Let's see, aid, Pip-Boy, 2500, configuration, change the field of view. We're going to change it to small. Let's see, bring it back up, there we go. A little bit easier to read, now I can see everything. So the apparel, we only have our courier outfit, some night vision sunglasses that don't actually work like night vision, they're just green tinted. Data, got Mojave Wasteland music, Wasteland Pirate radio, sprint mod instructions, Mojave Express delivery order. We'll read those in a bit. We're going to do a few things around Good Springs before I even read those. I haven't even read those yet. There's a few things I want to do around town just yet, though. Let's see, status, items, primary needs HUD, I don't need that, thermograph, we'll check all this whenever I get outside. Yep, chasm is saving. So, some of these things don't get initialized until you walk out of Doc's front door for the first time. I must warn you, the days are bright, and the nights are dark. And that's the way I like it, and that's the way it's gonna stay. So, here we are, out in the Mojave Wasteland, and it's 8:11 a.m. You can see in the top right there, these are the additional needs and stuff. Ooh. And we've filtered out a radio station broadcast signal hidden within the static of the airwaves. We'll be checking that out at some point. Now, unfortunately, there's no good place for me to put these needs. I'm just slowly moving them around the screen here. Because there's little notices that pop up pretty much everywhere. And they'll go there. And that shows our modifier, our calories, our hydration, our protein, our nutrients, how much sleep we have, and actually I need to move it up because it's going to be, it gets expanded too, because there's blood alcohol content, there's also stimulant content that will appear, so those are the additional needs that we have to take care of throughout the day in order to maintain bonuses on our stats. Otherwise, we take penalties and we lose our combat effectiveness. So let's see, Good Springs, huh? I've been here a couple times in these past 2 years that I've been stationed out here. I do know a few things where a few supplies are that we're going to be picking up. Nothing too major, but we're going to be getting out of these courier clothes because I think that job is done for me, for the most part. Let's see, here's one of my old stashes, a Gunslinger Outfit. Take the outfit and take the hat, and first thing, we're just going to put the outfit on. I don't want to wear the hat, not yet. We'll hold out on that. And there we go. That's my little gunslinger's outfit that we're going to be wearing for the time being, until we come across some better armor or something. This won't protect us from being killed by any means. We're still extremely vulnerable. Hey, look, it's the Luminary and Vice President of Regional Cells. Go Dark. 3 Dogs Howlers. Only from Luminarium. Sunglasses that work. So awesome. Celebrity endorsed sunglasses. I am not picking up sunglasses just yet. You all are going to have to deal with this bright ass sun. I hope it's blinding you. I hope your retinas melt right now. I hope it feels like the Mojave Wasteland is burning into your soul. Let's see. So where are we going to go from here? Not into the sun. How about to this abandoned camper? This is going to be our base of operations. One of them. One of many. We'll pick this corn. There we go. Delicious corn. Dirty water, we're going to take that. Guana bits are still good, and my jalapeno peppers. There we go. Unfortunately, I didn't have a chance to put anything in my suitcases here. So we don't have a stash of guns or ammo. I don't want to talk to Sonny just yet. I think there's a few more settings we need to go over. On the Imp's more complex needs, let's see. The time scale, I want to adjust that. We're going to switch that to a dynamic time scale. The interior time is going to go by, I think, about 2 times quicker than real time. So if we go inside of a building and I spend 10 minutes in there, 20 minutes will actually pass. Maybe that's not long enough. My biggest concern is I don't know how to tweak the hydration and food settings so I don't starve to death too quick. We'll bump that up to 3. And let's see. The exterior time scale is going to be much quicker. It's going to be at not 20. I want it at about 18. Kind of an odd number, but oh well. And combat time scale is going to go straight down to real time. 1 minute will be 1 minute. Because some of these shootouts that we're going to get in are probably going to last quite a long time, and I won't have time to go looking for food. Even though it'll probably be right there on the bodies in front of us. We'll be too busy dodging bullets. Let's see. Weapons, nothing under there. Let's take a look at our weather settings then. Thermohydrograph. Let's see what we can change here. Robco Industries Unified Operating System. Display weather conditions, general settings, weather settings. English measuring units. Thermohydrograph can be dropped. Enable special moods. Yep, they're enabled. So special moods will now randomly come in through the weather. You'll have to wait to see those. Sandstorm settings. Short duration. I think we want long duration. And I don't want high frequency. I don't want low frequency. We're just going to leave it alone for now. We'll test it later on into the recording, a few videos down the line, see how it's doing. Rain settings, high frequency. I want it to rain out here. Because another thing you might have noticed is that it's kind of green here. There's trees and stuff. So this part of the wasteland, it wasn't hit by too many nukes. In fact, hardly any at all. Life's actually started to flourish here. There's trees growing up. There's more wildlife than some of the people even know what to do with. It's quite insane. It's one hell of a wasteland. It's a vacation wasteland almost. But it's our wasteland, damn it. Weather settings, disable foggy weather, cloudy. We don't want to disable anything. And I think that will be good. So there's our weather settings. Weather settings are set up. I don't need to mess with the sprint options. Primary needs HUD. Actually, hang on. I want to go back to imps here, because we have a couple other things I want to look at. Height and weight we don't need to look at. Miscellaneous configuration. Health regeneration is on. Nutrient bonuses and stuff. Dead sober bonuses. Fatal conditions. Visuals. Stim pack overhaul. I guess all that can stay the way it is. And we're done. So that's pretty much all the settings I've got to tweak then. Not nearly as many as last time, but still enough. So let's see, it's 8:33. We don't have to take care of our needs just yet. I think I'm going to save it, do one final check, make sure all the audio and video is coming through fine. And then we're going to go talk to Sonny and start going through some of these quests and see what we can find out here in the wasteland. Deal with the bright sun. Get used to it.